everybody, and welcome back to video 5. Video 5, you may have noticed, yes, I am wearing the exact same thing that I was wearing in yesterday's video. That's because I recorded these two videos on the same day. You may also notice that in this particular video, the setup is a little bit different. This entire video is being shot on my iPhone. Let's get to today's question. Today's question is from Anne LaFollette, and she went on over to Ask Blue Anything and posted the following question. With virtual events here to stay, how do you see them evolving, or more specifically, how do you manage getting people to show up as they become more and more commonplace? In other words, how do you maintain engagement, and how do you maintain people's interest with virtual events as they become more commonplace? Great question, and here's the interesting thing. We have often said that in-person events and virtual events are very, very much the same, and they are. It's actually not all that much different than how you kept people engaged, how you held their interest in-person events. And the reality is, in-person events have been doing this for, thousands of years, essentially. COVID was the great accelerator for innovation within the live event community. Events haven't changed for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It's always been somebody or a series of people speaking at the front of a gathering of human beings. With COVID, that all changed, and we had to get a little bit more creative. The reality is, with virtual, you do have one thing that is perhaps a little bit working against you, and that's the fact that people are in their own environment, which, to Anne's point, means that they can be distracted by dogs, by children, spouses, television, everything else that's on their computer. So what does that mean for you as a virtual event host? Well, it means you just have to be good. You have to deliver what you promised and have them wanting more. From a marketing perspective, make sure that you're clear on what it is that you're going to deliver at your live event. People who sign up for it will expect that thing. Now, if you then go ahead and actually deliver that at your live event, they will stay for that thing because they signed up. They have said, yes, I'm interested. I want to know more. I want to learn more from you. Give me some of that information now. We have seen clients who host virtual events that have, let's say 1,000 people show up. By day 2, 700 people. By day 3, 500 people who are there. And we have also seen clients who have 1,000 people show up, and on day 2, they have 1,100 people show up. And on day 3, they have 1,200 people who show up. What do you think the difference is? The difference is how they engaged with their audience, how good they were at delivering what they promised. The people who were on that event were excited about it, were engaged by it, told their friends about it, and now all of a sudden the numbers started to go up rather than the numbers started to go down. Have you ever been to an event or a webinar or a live stream or a thing where they told you were going to get one thing, and the moment you got there, you got something else? Sell them what they want and give them what they need. I understand that general philosophy. There's something missing in that statement, right? You have to sell them what they want, give them what they want, and give them what they need, right? If you skip the give them what they want part, they won't stay. You tell them what they're going to get. They get excited by wanting that. They then say, yes, I'm coming to your event. And then you give them that thing. There has to be that consistent through line. You can over-deliver and give them what they need in addition to giving them what they want, but you can't skip giving them what they want. Here's the other thing. We hosted in-person events for 16 years before COVID happened. I can't tell you how many times we would see an opening session with 500 people in it. After lunch, only 450 people in the room. And then the next day, 400 people in the room. And then after lunch, 350 people in the room. Even though people had spent the money to come to the event, to show up to the event, once they got there, they weren't getting what they wanted. They started hanging out with people at the bar, going to the pool instead of coming to the ballroom, hanging out at the casinos. This is true of in-person events, and it's true of virtual events. Don't kid yourself into thinking that having to be good, having to deliver great content, having to tell them what they are going to get, and then give them that thing is exclusive to virtual events. It's not. It's something that you need to do for in-person, and it's something that you need to do for virtual. I'm here at Food Lion, and I had to come to pick up some supplies because we're in the middle of day 3 for an event that's being hosted at our studio, and we ran out of a couple of things. So you want to come with me really quick? Oh hey, I almost forgot. If you want to get your question answered like Anne LaFollette did, all you got to do is head on over to askblueanything.com and submit your question. I'm going to be answering 30 questions in 30 days. Today was number 5. That means there's 25 left. So if you want to get your question answered about in-person events, hybrid events, virtual events, or just events in general, head on over to askblueanything.com, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye for now.